hot shower. That was my last memory. Goddess, no, not again. Please, not again. I've been good. I'll be better. Just not this. Nausea swept through me when I forced my legs to accept my weight, but I had to get moving. I couldn't cower here in the dark and pray this was all a bad dream. I tried that the first time my eyes opened on a strange place, my body sore and clad in borrowed clothes, my sluggish mind a blank slate, and my cowardly denials had gotten people killed. Never again. Never again. Do you hear me, Ambrose? Never again. A smoky whirl encircled me, and the clarity of his mirth in my head spiked my skin with chills. Leggings meant no phone, no wallet, no ID. I couldn't call for help, and I couldn't find HQ without texting with Bishop. Swift, the city's paranormal rideshare app, required a smartphone to book passage, so that was out too. Left with one truly sucky option, I went in search of an open store to call a plain old taxi. A limp developed in my right leg as I reached the mouth of the alley, but I pushed through the weakness. The nearest beacon of hope turned out to be a grungy package store. The clerk didn't spare me a second glance, just kept thumbing through a faded Southern Living magazine older than both of us. The roadside tree farm on its cover reminded me of Christmas, and a pang of sadness added its weight to my other pains. 2 years in a row, there would be no tree, no presents, no family for me. Joy to the frackin' world. Aware I smelled like I had slept behind a dumpster, I offered him a bright smile. "Can I use your phone?" With a grunt, the man handed me a cordless landline phone that might have begun its life white, but had yellowed with age and the grime of unwashed hands until touching it made me long for a heaping squirt of anti-bac. Thinking its annoyingly catchy jingle, I dialed the number of a local cab company from memory, then arranged for a pickup on the corner. "Thanks." I passed the phone back. "I appreciate it. Next time, buy a wine cooler or something." Setting down his magazine, careful to mark his page with a spread palm, he replaced the phone in its cradle. Between his fingers, I spotted the full-page spread of 3 naked women doing things I doubted were anatomically possible to one another. He noted my shock and grinned wide. "Merry Christmas." "Yeah." I backed away from the counter, feeling dirtier than ever. "You too." Outside in the balmy air, I waited 10 minutes for my ride. The driver was an old woman wearing glasses that made me doubt the legality of the license displayed for my convenience, but her resemblance to Estelle Getty was enough to have me reaching for the handle. "Wait!" She lifted a papery hand in a stop gesture. "Lula." "Hadley," I corrected her, not pausing to see if the cab company had its wires crossed before climbing in. "Hold that thought. I got a fare." Watery eyes met mine in the rearview mirror. "Where to, hun?" "The Faraday." "Sure thing." With her GPS engaged, she tapped the earpiece I had mistaken for a hearing aid due to its fleshy coloring and resumed what I now realized was a phone conversation. "Kenny did what?" The lively chatter between her and her best friend, part of a ring of granny cabbies, kept me entertained during the short trip to the Faraday. "Cash or charge?" For a second, I didn't grasp that she was finally speaking to me. "Charge. Let me get my chip reader." She parked in front of the building. Must have slid under the seat again. When she bent down, I made a break for it. I threw the door open and wobble ran to the new doorman. "Hank, can you pay my fare?" I didn't have to work hard to look pitiful. "I forgot my phone and wallet." "Stay put," he warned me, eyes hard when they registered my injuries. "I'll be right back." I let the building prop me upright while he paid off the raging granny with a fat tip.